Alright, welcome back to the Agamemnon Game Review. Today's episode is being recorded on the 8th of September 2018. It's 10:52 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The video was captured on the 28th of August 2018. This is part 4. As we left off in the last video, we were talking about the overall tie-in. My question was, if you're watching the video, you're probably wondering, how does this tie into the overall picture of the Battle of Azeroth? And it's quite simple. As we're going through each of these quests, meeting people, the people around the kingdom are very aware of this growing tension with the blood trolls, which we haven't really met in the story yet, which deal with the next area of the map that we're going to end up going to, which, as of the 8th of August, I have actually ventured in there last night. But as far as the video, it's we're about a week away from that. 4 or 5 videos from that. Several videos, actually, from that. A couple days. But you're going to get to see it. Why I ended up shooting this longer than the other videos that preceded this is I wanted to keep the camera rolling and keep this quest line within the same video series, so you would get a better comprehensive view of the story. And, this first segment is the video segment that ended on the last video. Didn't miss anything. Now, when we're recording with the Microsoft video recorder, it doesn't do that. It doesn't. We won't be able to backtrack a clip. So we're on the same page. There's Wasambi. This is the first time we meet him in the story, and he becomes actually, he's the guy that resurrects you. But we meet him early in the story, and he becomes very important in the middle chapters of the story. I would think if I was writing a book, if this was a book, the stuff dealing with the middle part of the kingdom would be the second chapter, and then the part north of here would be the 3rd chapter, and then the 4th chapter would be was it the bowl? I forget what they're called, but the area north west of the kingdom. Where all the slaves are taken. But throughout this story, we're dealing with a growing threat of blood trolls. And the political influence of Zul is starting to become center stage in the story. Which is leading to the climatic part of the book, which we haven't gotten to yet. So we're still in chapter 2. Chapter 1 would be the stuff that happened prior to us getting here. Of course, if you wanted to be detailed, you could split the main areas of this area into the different chapters. Sub-chapters. In some of the novels I've been working on, I always wanted to write sub-chapters in a novel. Don't really see a lot of people doing that, but I thought it would be neat. So I'll walk along. Wait, there's a sub-chapter here. Part 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. They do it in textbooks. took us a long way to get to this woman. Look at the achievements to the right. We're slowly weeding those out. So now we gotta go back to this camp. I was trying to find the quick way back. I figured I'd Earthstone back to the Horde camp and then just fly back to the Flight Master area.
I am listening.
Now we gotta go deal with the king. Or actually, we turn this in. Then we gotta go all the way and deal with where the king's at. Which is the village in the northeast there.
Watch yourself.
It's very easy when you're playing through the story, since we're in Zandalar, to lose sight of the fact that this is just a snippet of Battle for Azeroth. Battle for Azeroth is a massive expansion, and this continent or island is just a couple weeks into the expansion. We still have to go explore Colteris and then the island expeditions and stuff. I finally got to do that the other day, and at first I didn't know what it was, but it is explained if you follow the quest. They take you through and give you an explanation, which we were able to capture on video. So something to look forward to in the next couple videos. The next 5 days of videos is, I think, the most critical. At least in the story of Zandalar. Gets into the nitty gritty of the blood trolls. How they come to be, how they come to power, and so forth. Because remember, this whole lore is setting up how the blood trolls become a faction in the story. It's how it's setting it up. The Zandalari trolls. We're probably never going to play either one of those because I'm trying just to play Forsaken in the game. Although I wanted to rename my I've always wanted to play a Forsaken Shadow Priest, but I couldn't think of a name, and the other day when I was playing it hit me on what to call the Shadow Priest. I was thinking of naming all my Forsaken after all the Adam family characters. So I have like a Lorchman, Manos, Gomez, Manos, Fester, Manos, Wednesday, Mani, or Mana. Greek would be Monai. And Morticia Monai.
And which lower do you bargain with?
Xandalar forever.
So we got that cleared out. Now we gotta run all the way back because we use our Hearthstone. The only thing with the Zandalar stuff is just when you think you got to the end of something, there's more. But wait, there's more. One thing that I've learned that I never took advantage of, and it wasn't until I was walking through Pandaria that I realized that prior to an expansion, they have all these pre-expansion events or stuff in the expansion, which are often the expansion feature tab, and they're not part of the quest tab. I didn't realize that that's where they were kept. So now I got to backtrack with the Z Lydia Maria and go do all the features, expansion features for Burning Crusade, Cataclysm, Mist of Pandaria. And how I stumbled upon that was I was walking around Pandaria and I had read all the books that came out, and there's like 7 novels around that whole period of time. And I was asking someone, well, when does the Battle of Theramore take place? I said, because in the stories, it starts off with Tides of War, right? And it begins with the Focusing Iris, which was dealt with in Wrath of the Lich King, right? And they're out looking for this thing, and the Horde end up, or Hellscream's people end up taking it, and they use that to build the mana bomb that they dropped on Theramore. And I was just asking around in the story, well, where does that take place? Because that all happened before they discovered Pandaria, right? But I knew it came out in that expansion because it wasn't part of Cataclysm. It happened after Cataclysm, right? So there was a lot to do with. But then I discovered where it was in the game, how to get to those parts of the story. So it's something we're going to be fixing on our Retro Sunday night. I've decided to name all the stuff we record on Sundays our Retro Sunday night. That's where we play our alts, at least Horde alts, on that night. And mainly with the Z Lydia Marie Warlock. And we're coming up on the last minute here. We're just going to finish out here and pick it back up here in the next video, which should be the 29th of August. Till then, take care.
Good stuff, man.
Have fun. Enjoy your night. Bye-bye.
Spirits be with ya, man.